Hello guys, so today we'll learn how to incorporate text views, edit texts, button, and also using linear layout since it's easier than using the constraint layout which comes as the default layout. So when you boot up your Android Studio, you can see here it's where we have the Java code, and here is where you can design your layout. There's this folder for a drawable where you can put images that you want, and here you can manipulate colors, and here it's where you have the launcher. Also be showing you how to change your launcher and put the your desired icon. And also let's go to this layout. You can see there's a palette here. If you want maybe a text view, you can just take it and drag it onto your screen. This text view which has come as a default. And if you want to see your code, you can say split, or you can use this one, the code button. So this is where you have the XML language, which is used in creating the layout. As you can see this, the default text view that I've just shown you, this one, hello world, and there's this one which you have just dragged it in, and you have not yet put a name there. We call it a palette, where it has all the items that you can use when designing a layout. And also there is this component tree. So if there's this hello world, it shows you all the items that you have on your screen, and you can minimize it by doing that in the palette. If you want a bigger space, you can minimize it that way. This is what we call an activity. It comes with a layout. This is where we have the Java code, where you link the items that you have designed in the XML file and link it with the backend. You can say this is the backend. So where this is where you have the Java code. Create a new activity. You just come here and say new activity. You can say gallery, or you can just choose directly from here. So let's take an empty activity. That's a blank one. It's best to use an empty activity. Then you can, maybe if you want a login activity, you can just create it from scratch. So let's go to an empty activity. Then we'll say the name is login. We want to create a login, and make sure this this checkbox is ticked so that it can generate a layout file. As you can see, it will generate automatically. And do you want it to be the launcher activity? Yes, because you're logging in. So you only tick this checkbox if you want it to appear first when you boot up your application. And the language that you want, yeah, Java. Then you click finish. And let it load. Yeah. So this will be our launcher activity. And also I want to show you this, what we call a manifest. Here, this manifest. This is where you'll find, if you can see our login activity, it has this intent which shows it's the launcher activity. And the other activity, you can see this main activity. So it's here. There's a main activity here. So all the activities you create, you'll see them on your manifest. And this manifest is very important. As we go along, you'll see its importance. Let's start by going to the layout file. In 2017, Google released this constraint layout, and since then it has been the default layout that comes with Android Studio. There are other layouts such as relative layout, linear layout, frame layout. Today we'll be using linear layout since it's easier, and as a beginner it's very easy to manipulate. You can see the way I've changed the layout. Now it's in linear layout. So if I want to create a text view, I'll just come here and put an opening tag, then I'll say I want a text view. So you put a text view there, then you click enter, it will generate. So this wrap content asks you if you want it to wrap the content that is inside the text view or to match the parent. To match the parent is maybe to move from here to here to match the screen of the phone that you're using. So width I'll take match parent, and height I'll take wrap content. So you can, this is how you close a tag. You can either choose to close it this way, or just come here and put a backslash and remove this closing tag, because you can't have two closing tags. And then here it's where you declare your attributes. You can either, in the design palette, you can choose to design your attributes here, or you can choose using your code. I find using the code easier since you can see the way you are progressing. So maybe I'll have margin left. You can see our text view here. So maybe I can say margin top, because I don't want it to be that. And as soon as you click margin, you can see it brings an option. I want a margin top to, I want my margin top to be let's say 20 dp or 80. You can choose in, so 80 dp. As you can see, it has moved a little, so I'll take 40 dp. Yeah, 40 dp is okay. Then maybe I want a margin left. I'll take 20 dp, and also margin right I'll take 20 dp also. Sorry for that. Then I want a background. I can say background to be of which color. I'll just take hash, then I'll put 6 zeros. Just say text, then I'll say maybe candy app. The reason you're not seeing it, it's because of the background. Line, I'll say maybe text size I can say 20 sp. Yeah, that's a good one. Then maybe I want to align the text to be at the center, so I'll say text alignment, and say center. Yeah, that's a good one. Maybe you can come here to the design, then you check for font, search for font family, then you can choose a font from here. As you can see, there is a wide range, so I'll see if it has Gabriela. Yeah, so I just choose Gabriela. Okay, I just say okay. to see. As you can see, I've added my font when I was in the design, and when you come to your code, you can see it has added here the font that you want. As you can see how I've added my attributes, you can follow me along and see how I'll be adding the rest of the attributes, such as button, edit text, and also I'll add a text view here. So let's start. Lastly, I've put a button here, and there is an edit text, to edit text, then to text views. Then don't forget, this is very important, the orientation. It can either be vertical or horizontal. And lastly, to make the app more appealing, you can choose to add a background color. So you can come here and you can select the color that you want. For me, I'll just go with, I'll just replace this. Yeah, that's, I think it's not too much. Another important thing, you need to add an ID, something that uniquely identify it shows its unique ability. So you can come here and check. You can see an ID candy. You can also use it with the design view. Here you can say maybe login text view. And this one, email underscore edit text. And this one, password underscore edit. So you can put any name here. And lastly, button for login. Button underscore login. Yeah, that's a good one. Maybe here you can put candy underscore text. So that you know it's a text. So when you come to your code, you can see the text view has a unique ID. Even this one, it has login.text, edit text. Each one has something that can identify itself. So when you go back to your backend, this is where you put your Java code or Kotlin. This is where you connect the layout to its functionality. So you first declare it. So it was a text view. Then you can say text view for candy. And there was another one for login. Then don't forget your semicolon. There was a edit text. Edit text for email. And lastly, password. And the other one was a button for login. So when you come here on this method, it comes by default. It's the onCreate method. This is where you're supposed to call them, and you call them by saying, you can say candy is equals to find view by ID. Click enter. Then you say r dot id dot then the name that you give. So the first one was candy underscore text. Then don't forget your semicolon. Then you do the same to the others. After doing this, you're good to go. You can run the application. As you can see, it's saying error running, no target device found. So I don't have an emulator. I've not yet downloaded because it takes too much of my RAM. So what you need to do is you can connect your Android phone using a USB cable, and it will debug this app and show you the end results in your phone. So see you in the next videos. I show you how to debug using your phone. Thank you.